Hello, this is Dylan Scott. This is my current events video for Chapter 13. I hope everyone's having a good week. This is on the EMS service and HIPAA stuff for the chapter. So I found an article that was took place in Dallas, um, and what was going on is Dallas wanted to revise their way they're handling some of their EMS runs. From 2012 to 2015, their EMS runs went up 15. I think it was 15%, 15 or 11%, 11%. So 2012 to 2015, EMS runs went up with 11%, which is a pretty big jump, and a lot of it is um, the stubbed toe call. The firefighter or the guys riding in the box were getting overwhelmed from all the calls, costing the city a lot of money. So they wanted to figure out what they could do to fix the issue. So Dallas is going to be implementing some new programs. One of them is prioritizing. I'm sorry, I can't say that word. Prioritizing runs, meaning kind of like a quick triage. So when a call comes in to 911, dispatch will run through their sequence on their CAD system, and then what's going to happen is the higher priority runs will get the first due ambulance, and then the lower the priority, it might be a little bit of a delay in an ambulance, or it could not even be an ambulance. Period. They could just be sending a SUV or a fire truck with a paramedic on it still. This is to help trying to reduce the amount of people using EMS as their main source of medical care. Um, so it seems like it's kind of a good idea. I've never really heard of anything like this, but it's kind of interesting to see how it works. Obviously, I'm sure there's going to be some scares, meaning, the dispatch is getting one thing and they think it's, a low priority, but in reality it's something bad, and then, the fire department's going to get, a little bit in trouble for something like that. And then another program they're doing is they're going to be issuing almost like a social worker type person for frequent flyers. Um, so the fire departments, I think they're using like 15 guys to start off with, and they're going to be signing these 15 guys to different frequent flyers in the city and teach them about home health care, how to deal with issues, rather than just, something small, calling 911. Showing them how to take their own blood pressures, things like that. Trying to just do a little bit and be more self-reliant to kind of help cut down on that run volume. So would be love to see how that program is working out here in a few years. So this made me think about my department. So we have a lot of Amazon buildings in Hebron. We have CVG 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then we're about to have 2 more. So millions and millions of square foot of warehouse space just in Amazon. And what was happening is Amazon has their own in-house EMT service. It's called AmCare. And what it is, it's kind of like a nurse's station, like you're in a school, but it's done with EMTs. So people would come in and they can get, basic medical help. What the problem is we were responding to AmCare 5, 6, 7 times a day during the holiday season when their employees bump up about double. So, and it's all temps. And the reason why we were going there so much is the employees figured out that, so the way their policy works there is if you're late, miss a day, whatever, you get a strike. 3 strikes, you're out. Means you get terminated from Amazon. So what they figured out is if they leave by ambulance, it's not a strike against them. So what was going on is these people were coming into AmCare saying they have chest pains, and AmCare's policy was say the word chest pain, automatic, call 911. So we would get these 18, 19, 20, 21-year-old people saying they had chest pains, and come to really find out is what they were doing is they just wanted to go home. We would pick them up, take them to the hospital. They'd get released in 10 to 15 minutes, and then they could go out and hang out with anybody they wanted, and then it wasn't a strike against them. So it was becoming such an issue that our administration went to Amazon and talked to some of the heads there and helped revise their program. Now what they do, instead of just calling us immediately, their EMTs can actually do an assessment, and if it's, the 19-year-old with chest pains but sitting there, 10 out of 10 chest pains, sitting there texting and laughing and stuff, they wait 15 minutes, see how the pain is, and it's reduced that a lot, the amount of calls that we've been going to there. So it was just extremely costly. We only had 2 ambulances in Hebron, and multiple times we got burnt. We were 2 squads were at 2 chest pain runs off at Amazon, and then we had cardiac arrest, bad or overdoses, car wrecks, different things that's happened. We had a drowning with a small kid, but both of our ambulances were out, so that delayed the time, and we had to call for a mutual aid ambulance. So, but the issues really helped or slowed down now, which is a good thing. I think my record personally is I went to Amazon 17 times in one day, 17, 18, something like that. So it was getting out of hand, but I'm really glad that our admin stepped up and looked at the issue, and that Amazon was very willing to look into it as well. So let me know if you guys have any other situations like that in your department, or how you guys handled things with frequent flyers and stuff like that. Thanks. Take care.